Welcome to Pure Joy channel and this lovely blessing card of the unicorns plus a guardian angel. So sit back and relax in the blessings from up above. So maybe if you pick pile 1, or maybe you would like to pick pile 2. You might even decide that pile 3 is the best choice. You don't necessarily have to pick the angels, it's the cards you want to focus on. So pile 1, 2 or 3. Pause the video if you need more insight from your own higher intuition about the unicorns and what special messages they can enhance your life with. So perhaps if you picked pile 1, then we'll just move these slightly to the side. So perhaps you chose pile 1. So your blessings today is soul purpose. The unicorns are bringing your soul purpose to light. So what does the soul and what is the purpose of it? Well, your soul perhaps has gone through many lifetimes and there are a limited amount that you need to go through. So it's very important to know your purpose for your soul. So today, when you get in touch with your higher self and listen to your intuitive side, it will come. You can see in this particular card, we've got the blossoms on the tree. So maybe you are a young soul or going through a different wavelength pattern to realise that when we're old, we get reborn. So instead of waiting until we're old and can't perhaps go through those purposes, we need to do it when we're young and fresh because everything is fleeting. So the unicorn knows this and tries to say to you, do what you need to do today. Do not put it off for tomorrow because we never know when tomorrow is the end of our soul in this lifetime. So act today. Really plan out, what do you want? How does your life look? Make the dawn of the day into a magnificent light on your plan. So this is what the unicorn is trying to tell you. Make a plan. Make the dawn of the day into that magnificent role. This is a very important message because if you don't do things today, then they never will get done. You've also got other messages and service. So service is a very important aspect for pile 1. Now, the reason why service, and the unicorn knows service is good, because that is what unicorns do. They try to enable humans to reach out to their intuitive side, to reach out for their higher purpose. So when we give to others, we're in fact giving to ourselves, and you're setting up that energy in a larger way. So when this person is helping, this person is helping them. This person may be teaching this person about patience, about loyalty, about commitment. These are all the things that we learn from one another. So when you're giving to somebody else and you feel, oh, I'm just giving and giving and giving, and why is my life like this? Look at it in a different way. What is this person teaching that person, and vice versa? So it's very important to be humble and be committed to you. The unicorn knows this and just is there for you, saying you will be rewarded. So always give to yourself, but give to others even more. Put others first, and then you're actually giving even more to yourself. So we have loads of unicorns for you guys. So now we have not a raven, but an omen. So this basically means with this particular deck that the unicorn here is not a raven, but it's an omen. So ravens do bring amazing messages to you. So the messages can be heard. This person is wearing the bells on her legs to signify that your omens, your messages are coming. So your soul purpose from the unicorns is definitely here. The raven unicorn is really strong in bringing messages. And it's not all about that rebirth and death. The raven is really strong. And in England, in London, when the ravens go, then that's a really bad sign. So the ravens bring a lot of good luck and prosperity. So what omen are you making with your service and your soul purpose? Okay, so you've also got, it's not a seahorse, but perspective. So this is very important for you guys to see that when a unicorn turns into a seahorse and a seahorse is a unicorn, then what exactly is it? So this person looking at this sea unicorn sees that change is possible. All change is possible. When we look at the aspects of small into large and large into small, that is perspective. But when we see our problems as big, are they big or are they small? So sometimes we need that clarity in our situations. We need to see that vision, but we need to understand it on a more in-depth feel. So yes, we can analyse and we can overfeel, but we need to look at it on a more higher level. And this is the whole point of unicorns. But the seahorse adapts to every situation. The seahorse is a really great creature that the males carry the babies. So it's just the perspective. Just because we're one thing doesn't mean to say we can't do something else. In human form, males can't give birth, but a male seahorse can. So where is the impossible and where is the possible? So it's only when we think, well, that's not possible, is it actually not possible? But if you believe it's possible, then surely it is. So this seahorse unicorn is telling you to put perspective on your life. So we've got two more unicorns until I give you your angel. So these unicorns, look how pure and white they are. These unicorns are about growth. Now, every time a young unicorn is born, or a little foal, they are very wobbly on their feet, just like any baby, and they have to be encouraged to move, encouraged to develop their muscles. So this is where the growth is. So we have our spiritual muscle, we have our emotional muscle, and we have our perspective muscle. So all these things need to grow and develop. So within growth becomes your higher soul. Your soul is really, at this moment in time, learning how to grow. So we must grow as humans, but also bring in that spiritual sense into our life. So the unicorns say, I am with you while you're developing. Use your higher intuitive side and your higher self. You can even go to the God force, praying, believing and understanding who you are. So you can renew your life in every single aspect of a human life, from birth, child, etc., until you are an elderly adult. But the growth that we learn in all our bodies is a real good indication of how we are now. So what are you developing and what do you want to grow? What is your soul purpose? Find it, but look at the perspective. Look, oh, well, I'm not qualified enough. Well, I'm not good enough. No, that's a thought. So this is why you have to develop the muscle of the mind to train yourself that growth into this creature is going to be so much more when you're nurtured. So nurture those ideas and give service to yourself as well as others. And your last unicorn, before we do the angel, is miracles. Miracles are amazing when you actually see that everything is a miracle. Helping another person is indeed a miracle when we see the beauty of what that is. We can learn that, okay, this person may be in a wheelchair for a short time, but this person might then become in a wheelchair. But the miracle of healing, the miracle of our soul, is indeed a miracle. It took a long time for us to be reborn in a physical body. So make use of that huge miracle and grow and develop in a way that meets all your requirements of unconditional love and what you can inspire others. This card is about inspiration as well. These two are learning so much from each other. So you could volunteer or just help out someone today that you normally don't. You know, say to your partner, say to your children, what can I do for you today? How can I be of help to you? Do you need any help? I really would love to help you. And your archangel is Seraphiel. So this says, tune into the divine will and open to higher illumination. This is what the unicorns want you to do, especially with the omen. When you look for signs on a bigger nature, then you can actually see that everything is very simple. That's your perspective, okay, and growth. So when your archangel Seraphiel is here, he puts light on your situation. So everything is illuminated. So going back to, do you know your soul purpose? Well, it's to help more. Help more people to help themselves and empower themselves. And when you see the determination of someone helping themselves, you will really understand what it is to be in a situation that is a little bit challenging. So the unicorn blessings are just trying to encourage you to see things from a different point of view. You're not got it as terrible as somebody else. Each person is learning. But the best message for you guys is making sure that something that's not possible is actually possible. You have got that miracle. So what miracle are you going to grasp today to make things stand out for yourself, to make things easier? This is the miracle of the unicorn. This is what your higher self is really trying to communicate with you today. Thank you for listening, pile 1. So we'll just take these cards up. And then we will go to pile 2. So guys, welcome to pile 2. If you chose the green little jade angel here, then you're pile 2. So let's have a look what you chose. So the first unicorn is saying about future. So your future means every minute from now on, obviously, but it's letting go of the past to move forward. Now you see this man here, and the unicorn is here, if you didn't notice. The unicorn is urging this man, go through the gate of abundance. You will see that your future is rosy. So this particular person is saying, let go of the past. See, he's let go, it's all spilt away, and he's dropped so many. And this is what we've got to do. Some of our thoughts we have to drop. Some of our emotions we've got to let go of in order to make our future rosy. So it's almost like a celebration every single day. The unicorn knows this because when the animal wakes up, it's just there to survive. But when a unicorn wakes up, they are in touch with the God force. They know that you have to relive every day as in the future, but in the present, because that is the future. So presently, how are you feeling? What are you thinking? Are you bringing so much garbage from the past that you're not living in the moment and in the future? But you still need to plan. But we can't plan a fantastic life if we're still holding on to old stuff that no longer serves. And this is what the unicorn definitely knows. We have another unicorn here for you, flight. So it's saying let your creative imagination fly. So when the unicorn flies, it can see things from an eagle's perspective. High up into the clouds, the imagination is there. This is where dreams come from. When we sleep and our astral bodies are going higher, getting in touch with a magical world is what you can do. Maybe take time to look at those clouds just drifting along. Look at the leaves just rustling on the new trees. See things, use your imagination. When you do that, the consciousness is expanded. And this is what the unicorn are trying to say to you. Expand your consciousness. You can see this house here. And it's building on each time. And a tower, larger, bigger. And this is what our dreams need to be, bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is why you have to imagine. Look to the future, imagine what that's going to be like and move through that. You can do that. This is about seeing things in a new light, in a new way to express how you are. So we've got more lovely unicorns. You've got not a butterfly, but a metamorphosis. You know what I mean. So this unicorn creature here, because it's got the unicorn horn, turns into a lovely butterfly. And it can take flight, but it also can be like a moth. So they point towards the light. And the same with the butterfly. They live in the moment. So when you see your light, when you see your vision in the future, you can go towards it. This is a great unicorn for you to say, learn what you need. Focus in the moment of what you want. And that, of course, is the future. Going through the rosy gate, using your imagination and fly right towards it. Look at it now. What does it look like? It is grand indeed. So this is a change that has to take place for yourself. Okay? And the third last unicorn is not a constellation, but hope. So, as you guys know, the star is always a signification for hope. You see all these little flies, fairies, little elementals just flying upwards towards this huge unicorn. So you can also see these butterfly wings, very much like that one. So it says fly into your imagination, fly into your hope of the future. If you don't have hope, we become despondent. You don't want that to happen. So the unicorns are saying, please don't be depressed or sad or not believing that you yourself can go towards your dreams. This is essential in moving forward. So have that hope. Look to a starry night and see every single star, someone's dream, someone's hope. They're always there in the night sky, but it's when we can't see them and we're blinded by artificial light. So artificial dreams that you might be dreaming may just go by the wayside when we find the full truth of who we are. See this one shining shooting star. It's coming right in. So use your higher intuition, your brow chakra to open up and let that in. Let that dream in. Live that dream. So it's amazing, isn't it, how you've got the change into your future. So we have a few more unicorns for you. We have the healer unicorn. This shows that you can become that fantastic healer. Heal yourself first. This is essential. Leave those worries behind. Look to a more rosy future. So healing can be kind words, a kind smile, or indeed you can influence people on so many different things. All you have to do is use that imagination. What are you a healer with? Is it your touch? Kind word? What is it? But healing you must do. Healing yourself before moving on. And your last unicorn is beloved. A lovely card. So maybe for some of you, you're really dreaming of that perfect relationship, that perfect connection to the divine source. When we love on a higher level, it is truly blissful. The transformation, another butterfly for you guys. Transform yourself and move higher to the God force, higher into your understanding, raising your vibration and moving it forward. Even say to, where is my beloved? Who is my beloved? Where's my soulmate? Have I got a soulmate? Or I am just going to be connected to that wonderful God force, which is blissfully love. Okay? So use your imagination. Get into the flight mode of where is your beloved? Who is your beloved? What are you mostly connected to? And your archangel here is Archangel Purlmiak. Let nature soothe you and serve the nature kingdom. So it's important to nurture yourself in using imagination to heal those, just like that with a healer. So the unicorns and your archangel are definitely in cahoots together to actually get you into a more loving stance, a more healed stance. They want you to fly into the nature, look into the skies for the wonderment, and you have the constellation as well. So just by getting into nature, looking up at the trees against the sky, looking up valleys, streams, all these things. But for you guys, if you do plant a tree today, or grow some seeds and grow some flowers, that will really help you get in touch with a simplistic way of living that is very imaginative if you look at how long or how short a plant actually lasts. Nurture this. If you can nurture a plant, you can nurture yourself. So you are the healer. So that's a good suggestion for you guys, perhaps. Grow some roses. Grow something small, look after it, and then see what that develops in. Use your imagination. Where could that go? There was a guy in one particular forest that was completely diminished, and it was his life's journey to plant a tree every day, and now the forest is back to normal. So we can use our imagination, and we can help people and ourselves at the same time. Thank you for listening. So now we go on to pile 3. If you chose this angel and these cards, welcome to pile 3. So we have silence, the silence. So be still, for all the answers lie within. So this is very important to understand, because when we're very, very busy people, we can't hear ourselves. If we can't hear ourselves, we're not listening to our inner self, our higher self, and where we're supposed to be. It's in silence that great things happen, and we get more time when we meditate. So it's very important, vitally important, to allow some things to come to surface. So maybe old feelings of the past. But if you're rushing around, you can't identify what it actually is. So this is in the silence. The unicorn says, I will bring down what you need to know. So just listen in silence. Also for pile 3, we have openings. A new door is opening up to you. How wonderful. And the unicorn says, come through the door of opportunity. Come from the darkness into the light. If you can't make your own plan, here is the key to all knowledge. The secret of your success is here. So allow the stillness to know where you actually are going. So maybe you haven't got a plan, or maybe you don't want to move. So this is why you have to perhaps sit in a very meditative state. Do deep breathing. Let go of things. Pick up that key. Find your key to who you are to go forward. These are what these unicorns are saying. So what other messages do you have? So the unicorn is not a cat, it's hunting. So the unicorn cat is very aware that we have to focus on what we want to get, what we want to achieve. So perhaps in that stillness, you do know where you're going. And this card says to you that you can focus and go after it 100%. So a cat will always see its prey and knows exactly when to aim. So you will know when the time is right for you to follow that journey. But you've got your unicorn there saying, come on, I'll guide you there. And you've also have not a snail, but calm. So this particular snail unicorn is here to say it doesn't matter how fast you want your goal. Timing doesn't matter. It's how you actually start it. And this is why you've got the focus. Aim with the unicorn there and focus in a timely pace. So there is no rush for you perhaps, but just move on one step at a time to reach your goal. Remember, if you think your challenge is particularly hard, the unicorn is going to be there with you, guiding you through this, because some of you need that guidance significantly. So look at the goal and know that your goal is definitely there. You have other unicorns, a celebration. So now this unicorn says, if you take this step through this doorway, the opening, you can celebrate because you will be a success. It is there for you. That's why they're asking to go in silence, and you'll know exactly where you're going, and you'll know exactly what is surfaced. Your last unicorn is leadership. Imagine that. Imagine if you take every single moment moving forward and have focused it. Your leadership is there. This means take charge and be responsible for your life. Celebrate the small things or the slow things because they are the step in the right direction. Maybe this path is leading to another dark place, dark castle with a maze that you have to go through. Lead yourself to the end goal, where everything is free, calm, and in harmony. And that's the miracle of your life. All that light coming down. The auras bless. So the leadership, you can actually know where you're going. Light your way and celebrate every step of the way. And you guys have Archangel Michael. You all know Archangel Michael is here. It says, stand in your power, be true to yourself. So when we have that fantastic expansion going on and finding the openness to go on, Michael is there to help you. Archangel Michael is one of the best archangels for people to understand that they can cut through the dross. They can find the expansion of mind, body and spirit, but this sword of truth. So this path looks very calm, but what is in the way? Realize Michael is there to cut away those little things that maybe pop up. Oh, you can't do it. No, you shouldn't be doing that. No, remember that every step of the way is a slow progress, but it is progress nevertheless. Remember the unicorn cat saying that you have to focus on your goal and conquer it. So Archangel Michael is there just saying you will conquer it, because let's face it, everyone who's in touch with Archangel Michael does meet their goal. So I really hope that you can find the new way, the new path, even if it's just a little bit slower than ever before. But remember, you have picked a great pile here simply because of the celebrate who you are to reach your goal. So no matter if it's in any area of your life, celebrate who you are, being responsible to celebrate of who you actually are. It's a miracle in itself that these cards are saying to you, just do it, just go there. Remember, one step at a time and you'll be there. Okay? Thanks for listening to the unicorn messages, and I do hope you have a fantastic day.